Back again for more Fight Night Online. Just picked up a victory over Mike Tyson. 55 wins, 29 losses. Let's see who's next. Buckham F Dog 72. Alright, who's he gonna be? Holyfield. I will try Bernard Hopkins.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy
B-Hop.
And we welcome you to the Aragon
I don't know,
Ballroom
see how this
here in
goes.
Chicago, Illinois for tonight's main event. 10 rounds among heavyweights. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp.
His adversary, hailing out of Philadelphia.
Little get to know you here in the opening round scheduled for 10.
Okay, he's going southpaw.
That's good work by Bernard Hopkins. The combination punching is something that he stressed to us in the pre-fight buildup.
Come on, kid, focus.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Combo lands to the head. What's the worst kind of situation you can get yourself into when you're fighting a guy who you know has superior hand speed?
You start thinking too much, Joe. You start second-guessing yourself. You start being a little hesitant.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Evander Holyfield's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Halfway through this round.
I don't know if I ever used Bernard Hopkins. Maybe years ago, but
Huge uppercut by Evander. Bernard Hopkins going old school there. B-hop with your basic 1-2. How about a return to sender with the left hand?
throwing those left straights.
Hopkins is showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Good flush shot upstairs. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Able to cover up that gut.
All right, round one.
Look at
He
the
probably
punch
got that
stats.
round. I think he was landing more shots than me.
Here we go. Round
All right,
two
back
is
to southpaw.
underway. Able to dismiss it.
Okay.
Get your hands up.
Keeps throwing that big left. All right, back to orthodox.
Good solid combination. Very nice.
See what he does now.
There. Accurate shot. Straight right hand comes in.
Right now he's more aggressive.
No, his opponent got away from that uppercut. Halfway through this round here. Holyfield's combination punching is working well here. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. You know, when we sat with these guys yesterday in preparation for this broadcast, we asked them, all right, what's your favorite punch? They both had the same response. We like them all.
Well, that's a smart fighter because you want to be as versatile, as rounded as possible.
Evander Holyfield with a big right hand. Hopkins is at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo. Good block by Evander Holyfield. He's showing what a skilled fighter
Nice
he
counter.
is. Counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say when you're calm in there, when you're controlling there, you can make him do what you
All
want.
right.
He made him
I don't know.
try
That could be a
to do
toss-up.
like that.
I don't know who won that round.
You want this fight? Then let's get moving out there.
Okay. Round 3.
And round number 3
Back
is
to southpaw.
underway.
He's just trying to land that left. There it is.
Good way to protect the midsection. Bernard Hopkins is so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. Little head hunting with the left. Holyfield's resorting to dirty tactics. That was a headbutt, and the referee should be giving him a warning. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Evander Holyfield. Holyfield's got a little something coming back at him. A counterpunch scored. Hopkins is giving us something to think about early on in this fight here, but his opponent has even more to think about. He has established the jab already.
Yes, he has established the jab.
He's just going for the big knockout blow.
His head so he can get past it.
You can see he's
Having
trying
some
to
success
score
countering
on
him.
top, but off the mark there.
Honestly, if he goes back to orthodox, I think he's doing better.
Jab right hand. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon.
Pace yourself.
There he brings the jab right hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Good combination to the head. Good looking uppercut that time. Nice solid hook by Holyfield.
Okay, round 3 is over.
Keep your hands up. Right, breathe
See what the scorecards say.
Our first chance to take a
29-28.
look at Teddy's scorecard here as round number 4 is underway. Evander Holyfield's
won
in control
that
so
last
far,
round.
2 rounds to 1. Still anybody's fight. I think he's been the busier guy, though.
Yeah, he has been a busier guy, and also he's been the better real estate agent. You know, location, location, location. He's been in the right position for his style. He's been in tight.
Very good work on the inside with the uppercut. Now, if you're standing opposite that right there, Teddy, what do you have to do to stop it?
Well, first of all, you have to understand and recognize that's a punch you should be aware of. It's close because there's only a few punches. You're in real close. There's not room for too many other punches. The uppercut is the one you expect. So expect it, first of all, and move your head on the side so it misses you.
A shooting right hand by Evander Holyfield. Holyfield's 3-punch combination there is going to impress the judges. Holyfield's opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there. Halfway through round number 4.
just like that.
Now he's putting his punches together. The combination
Still
upstairs.
think he's a lot better fighting orthodox.
Hopkins is left now getting into the mix.
Although he is hitting me with some of these shots, though.
Work the
It's also awkward trying to fight the southpaw.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. You see him with the left to the head there? Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. We count down the final moments of this round. Bernard Hopkins is putting forth a great combination there. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody.
Round
Looks like
5.
somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Hopkins is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Holyfield's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Halfway into round number 5 here. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Focus. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
And it left.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
It's anybody's fight right now.
Good exchange. He fires back. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. It's all right, just keep moving. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A
Good round.
combination punch by Evander Holyfield. Round comes to an
95% on
end, and that's one of
stamina.
those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to
Round
look for
6
these
coming up.
guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
And we are underway with the second half of this fight. Way to hit the target there, jab uppercut. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching. Evander Holyfield with the big uppercut. Good right hand. Hopkins is doing well here with that two-punch combination. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Bernard Hopkins with some rare defensive flaws. His defense not tight, his hands not up, his movement not as good as we've seen it in the past. We've seen multiple shots come in on Peacock, and yet another right hand lands. And now he's targeting upstairs. Bernard Hopkins is just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Evander Holyfield's left, working well that time. And he returns on that exchange. Good job on the two-punch combo by Evander Holyfield. Hopkins is well off the mark that time. being hit himself.
Yeah, I think he's got this round.
Together now. That's a nice combination. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. As we're between rounds now, Teddy, it gives us pause and time to reflect on what he's accomplished. Evander Holyfield's precision punching has carried this fight.
Yeah, and I tell you, it's not because he ate a lot of carrots when he was a kid and he has real good eyesight. It's because he's calm, he has good technique, and that is why he's right on the mark.
Jump up this round, all right? Nice work. He can handle your speed. It's too much for him. You keep it up.
Round 7.
Start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. Hopkins is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Evander Holyfield. Bernard Hopkins is showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Nice work with the left hand. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
Still throwing that big left.
One to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Right back to the belt line. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Hopkins is way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Flush right hand to the head.
Thought he was going to catch me there.
Left hook to the body. Then he comes back with the right hand. Evander Holyfield's ability to properly throw and land his combinations has been stunning. Teddy, why is he so successful?
Because you just said it, he's putting them together. You know, one or two wouldn't land, but he's handcuffing.
Okay, switch back now.
And the first two punches, they set up the third and fourth.
He gets off with a combination up top. Nice work, the left hand to the head.
1-2, 1-2.
Bernard Hopkins is almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Good looking jab there. Hopkins' combination punching is working well here. And you see he turned defense into offense.
Into round 7.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss.
68-65.
He makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
We'll have to try to get a knockdown.
Scorecard at the beginning of round
I don't know if we can, though.
Holyfield's the lead, but he's taken some damage, Teddy.
Yeah, it's been a good day for him, but there's been some clouds, and there's raining a little bit. He just has to worry that it doesn't start raining harder.
Hooking to the body. Hopkins is putting forth a little boom, boom, boom. A three-punch combination scores. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Hook, hook. Hopkins' knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Evander Holyfield's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Bernard Hopkins is smashed by a hook. Good defensive guard now by Evander Holyfield. Good looking counterpunch. Hopkins has done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. Turns over that hook upstairs. Bernard Hopkins is so dangerous with that accuracy. A 2-punch combination landed. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. They both decide to bring it. Hopkins is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Very nice work to the head. The right
All right, pretty aggressive round 8.
Evander performance tonight has made this a
75% stamina.
throughout. Here we are in the later stages of this fight, and it's just more of the same.
Yeah, I love the way he's putting punches together. Sometimes when you're finding it
Again, we got to get a knockdown.
it's easy to fall into the trap one shot at a time and you start loading
So I don't trust the scorecards.
Putting them together.
Hopkins is the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Well played, straight right hand. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. A little defense turns into offense. He blocks the shot, comes right back with one of his own. Combination to the head. Really on the mark with that overhand left. 90 seconds into the 9th round. Hopkins' combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing.
It's a good counter opportunity I missed.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back.
Looking good.
Holyfield's defense is paying off now. Good flush, straight left hand. Evander Holyfield's able to avoid that punch. Good return fire that time. Bernard Hopkins' defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Left hook scores upstairs, as does the uppercut. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange.
Okay, coming down to the last round.
Keep it smart.
This is it, 10th and final round.
I don't think it'll go our way if we go to the decision.
Hopkins is impressing the judges and himself with that right hand.
Without a knockdown, I should say. It's going to go to decision unless he...
That was really well done. Targeting the jab and then thundering home with the uppercut. Not able to land the headshot.
Somehow or another, we knock each other out.
Blocks away that headshot. Fires right back at him. Oh, and he's got something for himself, and it's a left hand. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. The combo lands upstairs. Huge right hand from Holyfield. He missed with that headshot. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Southpaw right jab, then the left hand. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Wow, is he defensively sound. Headshot lands, was a hook. There's an excellent combination by Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Able to show you his blocking ability. He is so dangerous with that left hook to the body, and this time he adds the right hand on the back end. Blocks that punch. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it.
That's it.
The fight is over, but now the debate begins. Who won that fight?
See what
You
happens.
hope that the criterion for scoring a fight is understood by the judges, because if there's any gray area, you're going to be all over the place in this one. Very hard.
Yep, Holyfield with the win. See what the judges say. Yep, 96-94. Won the last 2 rounds. Not enough. 70 to the knockdown. Didn't happen. Well, Win some, you lose some. Live to fight another day. All right. Till next time.